What's up with y'all? What's going on? It's pretty funny, man. It's totally funny. Um, I think that for one, let me start by saying, I'm not a subscriber to the idea that God is a woman. I don't believe that at all. Number two, um, somebody asked me like, are you happy with the results that you're getting? I told them like yes and no because it fluctuates. My results fluctuate. So therefore, my response, my answer is yes and no. And then they asked me, well, how long are you gonna keep doing this? And I said, until I'm no longer homeless and unstable. And then they said, well, has God tried to help you in those areas? And I said, maybe. He said, well, what do you mean? I said, well, I had a couple people open doors for me. But at the end of the day, there's no longevity there. He said, well, what do you mean? I said, I work too hard to have to put up. I work too hard to have to be dependent upon someone else. I work too hard to have to be, that's what I'm looking for. I don't want to say forced into a relationship, but like, I work too hard to not have my own. And they're like, well, what do you mean? I said, for instance, I was talking with someone, and I was talking about like house shopping, trying to find somewhere. And the first thing that this person said was like, because I was talking, and I was just like, yeah, whenever I get here, I have to take a little time, try to find somewhere, try to find a house to move into, and blah, blah, blah. And they were like, so you can move? It's like, oh, so you can move me and my family in? And my response was, I just started laughing. I was like, damn. I said, man, niggas can't have shit. And she immediately started laughing. And I was just like, that's crazy. That's crazy to me. And so she was just like, well, you're not gonna move me and my family in? I said, you sitting dead in the middle of your own shit. And before I said, I can't even have an imaginary place to live by myself. And so she was just like, well, I guess that tells me everything I need to know about how you feel about me and this and that. could look at it that way if you want to, but in all reality, my tone hasn't changed ever since you met me. I've been saying the same shit. And I told her, I said, do you know I have never lived by myself? Ever. Like, ever. And I don't know why I can't get away from that, but it's like, I just want to live by myself. And so she's just like, so you really not gonna move in me and my... I said, bro, you just moved into a 4-bedroom home. Why are you asking me to move? You know what I'm saying? Like, I just started laughing. I was like, damn, niggas really can't have shit. Niggas really cannot have shit to themselves. And then she asked me again, and I was just like, did you not hear me? I just told you I've never lived by myself, ever. And I started naming. I was like, growing up, childhood home. From there, college, dorm room, got a roommate. After my second semester in college, moved into a house, had 4 roommates. Said after that, moved cities, moved into another house, 2 roommates. After that, moved into another house, 1 roommate. From there, moved back home to Texas, parents' house. From there, and 2 years after that, 2 different apartments with my girl. After that, we split, parents' house, sister's house, parents' house. Said most recently, whenever I had all the means and everything in order and in line to live by myself, I still was getting refused. I was still getting rejected. She was like, well, what does that tell you? I said, that tells me that, I mean, if you want me to be straightforward, it tells me that God wants me to live off of women or up under a woman, and I ain't having that shit. Cause that ain't of God. And eventually she just got mad, hung up on me, cause she thought like, or I was just like, bro, I don't really care. I really don't care. So me, most recently, bro, I just kind of like blocked everybody off. Back in the hermit, figuring shit out. And even sitting here, I heard a voice say, Tim, you gotta leave, bro. You gotta leave. As in, like, leave what I just started here with this endeavor and everything. I'm going on day 2. But I heard a voice say, Tim, you gotta leave. And I said, no, I'm not. I said, bro, you just gotta leave. I'm trying to, like, you gotta leave. And I said, and go back to what? Go back to struggling? Go back to not working, sitting in a fucking truck all day? Go back to that? If that's the God that you telling me that you want me to serve, no, I'm not doing that shit. That shit's stupid. You want me to leave my forward progress. You would try to convince me that I'm being a devil to try to get me to leave, to stop my forward progress, to go back to being stagnant, sitting in poverty with nothing going on. Nah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. And then I heard a voice say, I'll help you get a house. Nah, I'm good. I'm straight. I don't want your help. I don't even think that you got whatever voice is going on in my head. I don't even think that you got it, so I'm good. Bro, you just gotta have faith. Oh, I have faith. Which is why I stepped blindly on it, stepped out blindly on it, and moved the fuck around and came where I'm at to start a new endeavor. Cause whatever was going on before, nah. But you was on the right path. You was on a divine path. So my divine path was to sit around, or my divine path was to work my ass off, not really gain nothing from it, and then towards the end of it, get into legal problems, and which cost me everything that I was trying to build, and then forced me into sitting around doing nothing. You see what I'm saying? Like that, you sound smart to a stupid person. You sound real smart to a stupid person. You telling me that I was on my right path whenever I was in and out of jail, couldn't get a job, couldn't get housing, couldn't get unemployment, couldn't get food stamps. Even though I technically qualify for all this shit, couldn't, like, that's what you tell me my divine path is to go live a life of like hurdles and hindrances and blockages and dumb shit going on like constantly. Nah, I'm good. You telling me that my divine path, you telling me God sent me a gift. You telling me God sent me a gift of a woman who um already has some kids, already been, you know, already has some kids, is already kind of established herself, is very dominant. Hold on, y'all.